Well, good morning. Well, I guess it's morning right now when I'm making this. This video here is going over a few coins that I'm going to send in. Oh, Jesus, my cat's here again. A few coins I'm going to send in to NGC to get graded. There are four coins that I dug up this year and last year. The reason I'm sending them in is I dug up a 1931S wheat penny this year, and I thought it was in good enough shape to where it was worthwhile to send in. The other three are a 1925S Mercury dime, a 1918S Standing Liberty quarter, and a 1908 Canadian dime. It's probably kind of a waste of money, but I kind of enjoy it. It's kind of like you're gambling a little bit because you never know what. Gee, my cat's helping me out here. You never know what you're going to get for a grade on these things, or if they're going to come back cleaned, or um, you know, I'm sure that penny will probably get environmental damage because I looked at it under the scope at work and it's got a little bit of corrosion and pitting. Um, I've had decent luck with sending off coins for certification from ones that I've dug up, and the best one I've gotten so far was a 1921D Mercury dime, and I got that straight graded XF45, and I thought that was a heck of a good coin. That's probably my best coin I've ever dug up. And then I sent in a barber dime. I can't remember what it was, but when I dug it up, it had a lot of hairlines on the reverse, and they ended up calling it cleaned, which, whatever. Um, but I will do some close-ups of the coins I'm going to send in here. So here's the one that got me wanting to send them in and get them certified. I dug that one up in town here where I live. I didn't get a video of it when I dug it up just because I don't do videos when I know they're going to be wheats. Just, it's wheat pennies. You don't get too excited about them. This one here, I mean, you can see some of the corrosion, some of the green stuff in front of his face. The color's kind of weird just from being in the ground for 100 years or however long it's been in there. It's got kind of a gash above his eye. The backside is not terrible. You can see a little bit of the green crust, which I'm not going to try to take off just because I don't want it to have that kind of that shiny look when you take that stuff off. But that one there, it'll probably get, I would say, a fine grade, I would think. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be environmental damage. This one here I dug last year at a farmstead that my father-in-law owns out by Ryder, North Dakota. This one's a little more rare. It's definitely not a keyed 8, but I thought it was a nicer coin. It's got the diagonal bands, which to me tells me it's probably going to be a XF. I don't think it'll get a cleaned, notation on it. I obviously cleaned it off a little bit after I dug it because it was covered in dirt. It's a bit shiny, but we'll see. It's got a couple little dings on the obverse there. There's no. I looked at it under the scope and there's no hairlines anywhere, so I don't think it'll get a clean grade. Here is the Standing Liberty quarter I dug up. This one here, let's see. It looks like it's got just a little bit of a ding on the face of it there. Which, you know, maybe it'll come back scratched. I didn't notice that just till now. This one here is nicer grade. I'm not good at grading Standing Liberty quarters, but I would say this is, you know, very fine to extra fine. You know, it's pretty darn nice coin. And this is one I just threw in just because when you sign up with NGC, the way I do it premium, and you pay $150, but then you get $150 credit towards your grading fees. So that's why I'm sending off 4 coins here. This one, yeah, it's kind of funny now that I notice it. It's got kind of just below the shield, it's got a little bit of a scuff. But I don't think it's enough where they're going to knock at anything. And then the last one here is a 1908 Canadian dime. And this one here, I don't know how to grade Canadian coins. I don't have a book for it. I mean, I have a book for it, but it's really not good at showing you what you should be looking for. This one here, I kind of figure was a little bit higher grade. I've seen in some pictures that I posted of this thing or taken of it that kind of showed a little bit of hairlines in the fields on both sides of the head. And you can't really see them now. Oh, there we go. You can see them a little bit, but I don't think, well, I hope it won't earn it a clean grade, but you never know with those guys. Reverse is quite nice, and I'll see if I can zoom in here. Yeah, you can't really see it. It has doubling on the date, which I don't, you know, probably no big deal. But I thought about putting that on there to see if I could get an error out of it, but I kind of doubt that's going to happen. But, you know, that one there, it's probably a $70, $80 coin maybe. But yeah, that's what I'm going to send to the old graders and see, you know, what kind of nonsense grades I get if I get some. You know, these came out of the ground, so I'm not expecting too much. I would expect some, you know, decent grades out of them. But I mean, if they come back and they have damage or whatever, it's like, you know, this one here, it does have the ding marks on it and stuff. So if it does come back damaged, you know, it's not going to surprise me too much. But I will, once I send these off and get them back, I will post another video of what I got for grades. All right, after looking at that last clip, I'm gonna try not to say or there was, oh, I just said it. There was quite a few of them, and it was kind of rough to keep track of all that stuff. But here is the 21 that I dug up. Here, let me see if I can. The lighting's not great in here. I dug that up in a little, almost ghost town in central North Dakota. And the funny thing is, I didn't know what I had until I got to the vehicle and cleaned it off. And luckily I hadn't cleaned it off or wiped it off because it still had a bunch of dirt on it. So I ended up getting, you know, quite a good grade out of that coin. So I'm hoping for the same results with these other ones I'm sending in. If you're watching this and you have motion sickness, and you're probably sick by now, that's the 21D. This one is 1916 AU details, cleaned. This one still has a lot of mint luster on it. I dug this in a park in North Dakota, and it was one that I just thought, I'm going to send it in and see if I can get a decent grade on it. You know, let's see if I can. You can kind of see the mint luster in the lettering on there. I see I'm still saying and on the back side you can see the hairlines. Those I'm pretty sure were on the coin when I dug it. I wouldn't have put that on there myself. But yeah, look for a follow-up video in the next few months here. I'm sure it'll take that long to do it.